Today I would like to share a sneak peek into the new node system our team has been developing. As you can see here, we have integrated a interaction node system directly into the Vertex software, which will be available very soon in one of the beta versions. And yeah, today I would like to give you a short overview of how the node system works and what the secrets are behind it. So let's have a look at this clip container here. And let's say we want to link together the opacity and the volume in the node system. To make this easy, I'm just going to do a right click and I am going to say pin to new inspector. So I actually get a second inspector, which is now always locked to this clip container. And now I can simply drag and drop any property into the node system. So I'll drag in the opacity to start, and next I'll drag in the volume. And as soon as I go ahead and draw a line between the two, it will now ask me which source do I want to use over here, and I'll say the opacity, and it will ask me where do I want to link it to. I'll say I want to link it to volume. There we go. We've already linked together these two properties. And now comes the beauty. These nodes are completely flexible, so I can now go ahead and, for example, take in the X position, drag and drop it onto this node and say add the property, and I'll take the Y position, drag and drop it onto this node, say add as well, do another connection, and now it's going to ask me I want to, for example, link the opacity to the position. Click, only one line between the two, and as soon as I start to move the X position, you can see the Y position moves along with it. So it's a very, very simple and tidy way to go ahead and clean up your nodes. I can also, for example, go into here, say insert a node, and I want to insert it between the opacity and the volume, and I want it to be a mathematical function, and I'll say divide. Now it's going to ask me input number A of the divide should be the output. And then if I click on the node, I can go to parameters and say, okay, my input B should be a literal value, and I'll call it 2. So now if I move this fader, it's going to apply a divide action by the value 2, which I set here in the literal node value, and it's now split my opacity divided by 2. So that's how you can also create more complex scenarios while staying in a relatively simple node construct. And last but not least, you can of course also go ahead, mark up your nodes and tell them to be a new composite node. And once you've done that, you get a separate node editor only for this composite node. And back in my node system, this composite node is now only one node, and everything else is integrated inside. So a very easy way to tidy up your node systems. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into the node system, and we promise we'll have a lot more interesting features coming up soon.